Hi guys, it's me, Jizzle Anderson again, and for this video that's gonna be dedicated to Indigenous Peoples Day for 2024, I shall be covering my first documentary, and boy is it a doozy of a documentary, because this documentary is called Broken Rainbow. And I could swear to you that I saw it in college or maybe high school. So I saw it it was something from my past that I'd seen before. So this isn't exactly my first time seeing it, but it's still pretty poignant and pretty depressing actually. And the documentary movie is something about the way we look like. It's like real life depiction about how Native American people are treated by the U.S. government and how big business corporations, conveniently get rid of them just for the sake of mining their sacred areas for big profits, for mineral resources and stuff. Meanwhile, they're left high and dry. But before I get into that, I should say that I will be putting a link in the description below because I can say whatever I want about it, but you guys have to see it to believe it. And it's pretty shocking, because normally you think that, this type of thing is like something that happened in the distant past, like with your old West settlers, and, Joe Tears and stuff like that. That was in the past. Don't worry about it, it's in the past. Nothing that has no repercussions on what could happen today. But as a student of history, and as a certified teacher, I found out that history does tend to repeat itself. And in particular, I found out this little tidbit on my second or third watching of it. It turns out that during the 1930s, I believe, was the German Nazis. They observed all over the U.S. government relocation programs for Native peoples and whatnot, and they based their own concentration camps on what we've done to the Native peoples. So, yeah, that's a little bit of a depressing trivia for you. That the Nazis, well known for the hatred of Jews and other peoples, based the horrific legacy on our own, what we've done to our own Native peoples. And that just was disgusting. Because we all know, what happened in the camps. And to be connected to that by our history, to them, to those monsters, it's just bad. It's horrible, horrific, it's sickening. And the fact that we have our own monsters here is just as sickening to find that out. So anyway, I forgot which class I was in when I was watching this at first. Well, I was paying attention to it. The other people were paying attention to it. But there were a select few that were texting their girlfriends, texting their boyfriends, playing around on the phone while it's important. The stuff was on the screen in class. I think it was in college because I don't remember having that technology when I was in school. So there was that. So there was a little bit of a maturity involved with it, the viewership, because if we watch the stuff that went on during the 70s, in when I was in school, nobody would pay attention to it. But anyway, this documentary focuses mainly on the Hopi and Navajo peoples of the Western United States, and the struggle with the U.S. government always telling them where to go, force location, and tell them, what to do about their way of life. And normally they don't really care too much about their way of life. This goes way back when Columbus came over to America, and he said, fuck the natives, who cares about them, they're all savages. And, decimate them, enslave them, rape them, as well as the land too. He defied the land. He said, this is my land. I claim this for the nation of Spain. And all the treasures within it, resources, jewels, gold, silver, whatnot, they belong to the king and queen of Spain. That's bullshit. And, so yeah, in this little hour and 10-minute long episode documentary, they talk about how the people were forced relocated, and they would talk about how their sacred site, Black Mesa, which I would like to see one day too. I would like to go into the reservations and stuff and meet some of these people and some of the native population, because I do respect them. I do respect Native Americans. I would like to be able to purchase some of the textile that they make, because I think that they're beautiful and they're spiritual and they're not nice and mythical stuff. I remember one time I did have a dream catcher in my room, and that was why I drew about Asian women for a time. Well, I had then, I guess, caught whatever rooms I was having about the women. But anyway, you talk about how the people over there were forced out of a place, which, by the way, you ever notice that whenever you see Native American peoples, they're happy on the land, they might have little fights in among themselves and stuff, but for the most part, they're pretty self-sufficient by themselves on their own land. But the white settlers came over and screwed everything up for them, and then they forced them from point A to point B. And more likely, the point B is and C and D places were most of them the most crappiest place on in the state. So that'd be like somewhere like Arizona, Utah, like Colorado, in that general vicinity in the Four Corners area. I'm not really too much on the geography of that place, but in that general vicinity in New Mexico too. Mexico, that spot. And it's really tragic to see all this stuff because people died of not getting proper medical care. The crops were destroyed by the white men, by the white governments of the United States. The land was made infertile by the white people, and just in general, with like for example, the people they say that the government said that they would need to raise a family of 4 people. You would need to have 34 sheep. Okay, that's fair enough. But then over the years, they've been decreasing that number. To, I don't know what the number is now, but they forced them to change their real life to more suit what the white man requires of them, and they make electricity towers to where most of the people over there they don't need electricity. They like to stay with the old ways, which is okay by me. I respect the old ways of them. Okay, I read a book about the 501 different religious practices of each of the groups. The mythology. Not every group and every mythology, but still some of it. Because you can't cover all 550, all 501 groups in totality. So anyway, they have basically the Hopi and the Navajo reservation there, which is like it's bullshit because they're basically the shit land on the map. They were always given the shit land. We like all of our oil rich and all of our river systems and stuff. But there are people here already. Given the crabby land, they'll be happy. They worship anything that has a nature spirit in them. So the white man arbitrarily made wherever he deemed fit for them to raise the offspring and stuff. So then that and then whenever the population grew, the white government of the United States, that's what I mean by when I say white man, they would expand territory of the Navajo reservation to include the territory that's given by the Hopi. It's given to the Hopi, and conflict arose between the two groups. Much like in, I think, with South Africa, or in Africa in general, when the British divided up, and there no you didn't consult any of the groups that were present there already. My territory is XYZ, and my territory is ABC, but the British people just came over and they just said, okay, this this is where you go, this is where you go, this is where you go, this is where you go over here. Yeah, everything is planned until the white man comes in and he fucks everything up. So anyway, now if you get offended by the white man comments I make, well, that's your problem, because that's history for you. You know, what the white man are the conquerors, where the people that conquer everything, you know, screw it, the little guy, you know, that type of thing. So now let me talk about the Black Mesa Mountain itself. It was sacred to these people, both the Hopi and the Navajos. You know, they believed that there's some spirit that granted them the land, and that they were given permission by the High Spirit to live there forever and ever and ever, generation upon generation upon generation. And they believed that there was a circle there that allowed for them to travel from the height beyond to live there on a physical plane. So that's what they did. This is all explained in the documentary pathway. And along with that, in the documentary, they mentioned that Hogan would get like the house to live in, and it's nice because they settled on that this building is facing the east, so that welcomes the sun, which is a nice piece of the culture in there. But anyway, they showed that they showed that they used other people, you know, like other Native Americans that are kind of like sellouts to the government, to actually say, you know, come here, Grandma, come here, sell your land. You're gonna get a lot of money for it. You're gonna get a lot of money for your products on your land. Meanwhile, they don't get hardly anything. They get like 4% for all the natural resources that they get. They actually, the company that you dig up, and they're 4% for this, 3% to that, 1% to this. So anyway, they trick people into giving them the resources, but also this mountain area is like sacred to the people there. That's set in stone, no pun intended. But there were massive amounts of mineral resources there, like coal, natural gas, I'm sure gems and copper and stuff like that, uranium too. Now, I could see why the government would want to get rid of mining uranium, because that stuff leaks out into the environment, into the surface environment, that could kill people. It could be very deadly. That could be very poisonous. And as it runs off into the rivers, it get into the aquatic environment too, or potentially into the ocean. So that could be dangerous. But everything else should be left stay put. And when they mined the uranium in particular, they had the natives do it, because God forbid we put any white people in danger. You know, they didn't warn them about radiation poisoning. They didn't warn about any other type of poisoning too. So when the people got sick from radiation and died from it, the, the white man was like, what's that? What's that? I can't hear you. Would you say your husband is dying of cancer? Not my problem. I had nothing to do with it. Many of the people that were affected by this tragedy were not compensated for it. I mean, you can't put place on human life, but still, there was no compensation, no, I'm sorry, no nothing. By these big companies, and this whole area was a strip mine for everything it's worth, almost everything it's worth, and the people that lost their sacred shrine and sacred spot, their very sacred spot. They were saying that it'd be like if someone were to bulldoze St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. It'd be like that for us Catholics. It'd be like that, or or some other sacred spot in Jerusalem, because it'd be like if someone were to destroy the dome on the rock. I think that's the court in Jerusalem, or another, or like the Buddha temple, or like one of the big Buddha temples. That type of significance, or the Great Shrine at Ise, and harvest the mineral resources from there, which was very disturbing. Also disturbing was that it took white people putting up a big fence that couldn't hold the native lands, and what the white people wanted, what the big business and what the farmers wanted. So, it sounds very much like what Trump wanted to do with his wall. So, many of the mistakes of the past are being repeated over and over again to these poor people. Now, let's say if these people were compensated for the butchering of the secret state, like if they would have received, like, let's say 50% of what the money from, like, say, coal mining or natural gas harvesting would be, they would be the richest minority in the country. But we can't have that. White business owners can have equal footing with native population. So what they do, they got them the bare minimum. Well, less than bare minimum. And back on the whole radiation thing too, of the uranium mines, whatever. They said that the birth defects that were caused by that, like, twice the amount for everywhere else in the country. These kids over there with birth defects because of all this stuff. And it's heartbreaking, really. They were singing a song there, and it was I guess Navajo version of In the Arms of the Angel, which is very, really sad. That I know that people do that song a lot of guff, but it's really heartbreaking to me to see all this stuff happening to innocent babies and whatnot. Now, also, I will be covering the book The Cold Woman next year for this year, the time of year, and it's written by Mary Crow with her the pictures of her husband Leonard Crow, so the native activist. And they talk about the BIA, that's the Bureau of Indian Affairs, in the documentary, and they say that they don't really stand for the interests of Native people. That pretty much sell out to the American government, and that they mostly have interests shared with big businesses or politicians or whatever. They don't really care about what happens to Native people, and they endorse the scrubbing of the Native religion, Native languages, Native schooling, for example. In fact, it shows how Native children are actually being forced to go to American schools, white schools, often being escorted by military personnel to make sure that they go to schools. And it's a little heartbreaking that way of life is being destroyed systematically, piece by piece. So that eventually they're going to be more like Tommy from Prey, in which kids don't give a crap about the old ways or the old technology or the old way of life. These people deserve to be on their land. They were here first. Americans were not here first. And we're here first, we're Native Americans. That's why they're called Native Americans. It's pure and simple. Although I do like the idea about them getting revenge on the white man by opening up casinos and by giving us cancer by selling us cigarettes, among other things too. But cigarettes is the prime thing. So I would endorse and support all Native American businesses, the textile industry, farming, any type of mysticism or yoga stuff they might have to do over there. Excuse me. Yeah, this segment was very good in opening my eyes to the plight of these people that still on to this day. Not something that happened in the past and should not be talked about anymore. But it's a living history type thing that keeps going on and on until God forbid they are expunged from society. Like, definitely hope doesn't happen. But I thank you for watching my video on the documentary on Broken Rainbow for Indigenous People Day of 2024. I will definitely put the link for that in the description below. In fact, I'll put both of the documentary links in the description below. I give this my happy face seal of approval because it's awesome that we hear something about Native peoples by Native American peoples. It's like the narrator is a native, and you hear the voices of Native people and talk about the plight, and they have translators in the native tongue. So that's something really special. I like to see how white people would like if they were forced located and forced to get rid of their own way of life, like they do with the Native Americans. I would like to see what would happen if that happened in real life. You practice Catholicism. That's not right. Change your ways, or else. Or you're Muslim. Change your ways right now, or else. You're Buddhist. I don't want you to change it. You celebrate this holiday. Not anymore. It's unethical. You're a savage. Get rid of it. I would like to see that happen. But if you guys like what you see here and you want to see more of my YouTube channel stuff, you always like, comment, and share my video. Or you can subscribe to my channel. Or if you want, you can always call me or text me for any future stuff involving my videos, content, and whatever at 631-707-3707. And if you want, you can always reach me at my Twitter at, or X if you prefer, at P Nelson Pro. It's P Nelson Pro. And my email is jjsviewingchannel@gmail.com. So, I salute everyone that's involved with this documentary. I recommend all you history buffs out there like me. And I just feel for all Native peoples. And well, like I apologize for everyone who's been insensitive jackass to anyone that's Native American, regardless of whether you be Navajo, Hopi, Iroquois, Seminole, Mayan, anything else for that matter. Because there are 501 groups in America. And yes, I would incorporate Native Hawaii into that too. So, peace out, my little all the girls and guys on internet land, and brothers and sisters, and aloha. I'll see you in the next video.